Hello, this is Jean Galia from WP Mayor, and today we're going to take a look at the WP All Import plugin. So, first thing to know is that there are two versions of this plugin. There's the free version, which is available on WordPress.org, and there's the Pro version, which adds a number of extra features and is available from WPAllImport.com. We're taking a look at the version 3 of this plugin, which has just been released a few weeks ago, and it's a totally new iteration in the sense that many features have been improved, especially the large file import, which has been problematic in the past, but is now very smooth. It can import files of any size, basically. So let's take a look at the free version first. Free version can be downloaded from WordPress.org, and it has a number of limitations. What the Pro gives you is the ability to import to custom post types, the ability to schedule recurring imports, which will automatically keep updating the data you import the first time. You can also import data to custom fields, and you can also download images to the post media gallery. Also, you can import files from a URL or FTP server, and you can also integrate the FTP imports with the recurring imports or cron imports feature. So WP All Import will automatically re-download any files periodically at the time you set. Then you can also do some advanced stuff like custom PHP functions on the data. This is really going into more of a developer's field here, but it's good to have this kind of functionality available. Finally, the Pro version gives you also access to a customer portal with full documentation and tutorials, and also priority email technical support. Now, as you know, I only review the best plugins which I've used myself on WP Mayor. So some of you might be wondering why I decided to review this plugin when it only has a 2.9 out of 5 stars rating on WordPress.org. There's an explanation behind it, and the reason is that before, as I said, there was some problem with importing big amounts of data. So many people left, unfortunately, very bad 1-star ratings for this plugin. So as you can see, it's either people who love this product or people who really couldn't make it work. So that's the explanation behind it. Another thing that the developers behind WP All Import do is only provide support via email. And there's this official support topic here, which people can look at. So basically they say that you should only email support, and no support is provided through the forum on WordPress.org. Unfortunately, again, some people don't really read such warnings, so they just go here, post a new topic, and then get really annoyed when they get no reply, again leading to negative reviews. In my opinion, the developer should really support the forum here, but again, something that's up to the discretion of the developer. And it must be said that email support is very efficient, and if anything is wrong and you need support, you'll quickly get an answer, usually within 1 day. This is probably not the kind of plugin that I would recommend anyone to install. So it's not the kind of general purpose plugin like, say, WordPress SEO. People who come for this plugin know why they want this plugin. It's basically because they need to import files which are either XML or CSV. So, having said that, Lewis, the developer of this plugin, has done a really great job on giving us some examples of where you could use this plugin. If you go to the WPAllImport.com website, at the top you'll see 6 types of usage scenarios for this plugin. Like, for example, affiliate stores, content sites, local directories, and so on. Clicking on one of these scenarios will take you to this page where there's some information about the scenario and why WP All Import would be an ideal solution. But the great thing is that Lewis has actually recorded a video showing how he created a website, in this case an affiliate website, in less than 15 minutes using the WP All Import plugin. So I won't be really going into the usage per se of the plugin, because these videos are really excellent and I highly recommend that you watch them in case that especially your usage falls exactly within one of these categories mentioned here. Let's take a quick look at the functionality and usage of WP All Import. I remind you I'm looking at the Pro version, not the free version, which, as we discussed earlier, has a number of limitations. So let's take a look at what you have here. When you install the plugin, you'll have this All Import menu item added, and as soon as we click on it, we can immediately have the option to create a new import. So the new import can be an upload from a file on your computer. It can be a file from a URL that you import, that you indicate here, or it can also be a file on an FTP server. In that case, you'd have to, of course, input your username and password to access the FTP server. Or finally, it can also be a file which you've already uploaded, maybe through the media library in your WordPress website. So as you can see, it's quite straightforward. It's a number of steps which you have to follow, so it's a kind of wizard, so it's really nothing to be afraid of. So let's start and upload our first file. So I'm going to upload a file from my computer, so I hit the select file button, and select my XML file, which in this case is a file containing book records, and here I have the information about each book, things like author, title, price, URL, etc. Obviously this file could be huge. Instead of 12 elements, it could be like 20,000 elements, and each element would contain much more information than I have here. But this is just a sample to show you how WP All Import works overall. On the right hand side, you'll find the tags that WP All Import has found, and you can select just a few of them if you don't want to import everything. In this case, I just import everything. So I'll hit the next. As you can see, this is a wizard. It's very easy to go along, so there's no complicated stuff to do. Step 3 is the template builder, which is very interesting. You can build a template for all the posts you'll be importing. So here you got the post title and post content. As you can see, this is very familiar. It's similar to the normal post editor screen. And what I'll do is drag tags from the right hand side into the post title or post content areas, like so. So here I would do something like this, and I could make another piece of information for the price, and I could also do something like that. Just showing you here how useful it is, for example, for an affiliate site. You could have your affiliate link within these tags, which would be URL, and you'll just drag it here. So this would automatically create all these posts with the title of the book, the author, the price, and an affiliate link. We can save this template as book template. You can also hit preview. So that's what we'll get when we basically, of course that wasn't found. So that's a preview of how the post will look. Very good, yeah? So we'll get back to creating our post and hit the next button. So here on the step 4 page, we have the option to select whether our content will go into a post or a page. We have the option to select whether it will be status published or draft. You can select the post dates, select whether you want comments enabled or even trackbacks. But maybe what is more interesting is the ability to choose categories. So this could be based on the genre, for example, in this case. You can also put tags. So as you can see, categories will be automatically created based on the information in this tag here. You can also put custom fields. So if your theme, for example, supports price as a custom field, all you'd have to do is price and drag the price tag from here to there. That's all it takes. Here you've got an option to download and import images to the post media gallery. And just one word of warning is that if you enable this option, you'll have to wait quite a bit more because the images have to be downloaded from the other website into your database, WordPress database. Finally, down here you'll have the options for record matching and updates. So what happens when you have to update these records? You can either choose not to add new records, delete missing records, don't update already existing records, or update existing records. I just usually keep it at update existing records, which will make sure that we've got the updated version of each record. And that's it. You hit the finish button and WP import will parse through the XML and create your posts. We have no warnings or errors, so everything has proceeded swiftly. So let's take a look at the posts section in WordPress, and voila, you have got all these posts created. And these are actually books with categories. One thing I didn't mention is that if we had created a custom post type before, we could also have imported into the custom post type. We would have created a books custom post type and imported into that CPT instead of posts. So this was just a basic overview of how WP All Import works. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a couple of really good examples on the WP All Import website, along with even videos of how to do that particular feed import or CSV import, sorry. So we've got affiliate stores, content sites, local directories, and the rest. Lewis does a great job here of showing you how to go through the whole process from start to finish. Let's take a look at the pricing for WP All Import. This being March 2013, there's currently a special offer in place, so you can get the standard option for $99 and the developer option for $199. It's a one-time fee. Starting from April the 1st, the standard will go up to $199 and the developer license will be priced at $299. So what does that give you? You have immediate access to the plugin, lifetime support and updates, which is very good. You don't have to pay a yearly fee, in this case, for getting support or updating the plugin. This is for the lifetime of the plugin itself. So you also get tutorials and documentation and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if for any reason you're not satisfied with this plugin, you just email the guys at WP All Import and they'll give you your money back. What's the difference between standard and developer? The standard is used for your own websites, so you can use it on an unlimited number of your own websites, while the developer is a specific license for those who are building websites for their clients. So if you build a website for your client and part of this website has the functionality for importing files and you're using WP All Import for that, then you go for the developer plugin and you transfer ownership to the client once the project is ready. That brings us to the end of our review today, and of course you want to know what's my opinion on WP All Import. Well, my opinion is that this is a very unique plugin. in that I've seen no other competitors in the area of importing files into WordPress, especially competitors which do the job so well. This is a complete file importing plugin which has been really thought out well. It's been in development for some time now, so all the bugs that you would expect from such a plugin have been ironed out. The fact that you can import big files is also a huge bonus, and I really have no trouble recommending this plugin. So if you're in the market for a CSV or XML file import plugin, here you go, wpallimport.com.